So guys, yeah, my hair is being extra aggy today. I had not had a good day at all. Not even. Like, I jinxed it. You know why? Because this morning I posted on Facebook. I'm like, it may be raining, but it feels like it's going to be a good day. Yeah, no. And I have no reason that... Well, actually, I kind of do. Like, it was fine, you know. It was a normal day. It was just boring and tired, and oh my god, I wanted to get out. And then until I got into shop. When I got into shop, it all went haywire. Because, like, personally, me, I don't want to be in culinary. Like, I don't want to be a chef when I get older. So, obviously, I have no interest in it. So, I'm not going to be good at something I don't have interest in. And I'm in a group, right? And, like, it's usually 4 people in a group. Me, this kid Jeremy, this girl Nasia, and this girl Cynthia. So, like, whatever. I'm all cool with everybody. But me, Cynthia, and Nasia are not the brightest kids in the group. This kid Jeremy, he's good. Like, he's good at cooking. Baking, he, like, doesn't care for. But he's still better than the rest of us. And today he was sick. So, it was the 3 of us. And I felt like I was the next smartest one in line. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm in charge now. And the recipe he gave us to do was so confusing. We had to do almond macarons, but, like, it was just so annoying and confusing. And so much words. I'm like, I messed up the recipe. I made a mess out of myself. Do you want to see something? Look at this. Look at my apron. Everyone's like, oh, what? Did you slide in at first base or something? Look at this. Look at this. Really? I was just so mad. And then, like, I messed up big time, right? I put in, like, too much chocolate. So, I had to wait for this kid, Jacob, who's, like, really good. He's, like, my best friend now. To, like, make us another batch of almond flour. So, I was waiting. And then it was, like, everybody was, like, baking their shit already. And we didn't even start mixing it. I was like, oh, my God. So, he finally gave it to us. I'm like, oh, my God, Jacob, you're a lifesaver. Thank you. And he's like, I'm like, what, you don't love me? He's like, yeah, I love you. I'm like, okay. So, we finally started and we finished it. We were like, cool. And then one of the other girls from the group came over and she's like, that's too liquidy. I'm like, don't even tell me that. I'm like, please, just don't. I'm like, I don't even care anymore. And he's like, well, you better go ask V. Like, if he wants you to make a new one, or put in flour to make it thicken, or, like, throw it out. I'm like, I know he's just going to ask me to throw it out, so I'm just going to throw it out. I'm like, do you want me to not have my head? And she's like, well, you know, he'll just get more angry if you don't ask him. I'm like, fine. So I'm like, V, what, like, this is too liquidy or whatever. And he's like, throw it out. I'm like, okay. I'm like, see, he did exactly what I said he was going to do. And she's like, well, at least you asked. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So I threw it out. And she's like, well, what are you guys going to do? I'm like, clean up. She's like, you're not going to make another one? I'm like, he didn't say to, and I'm not in the mood to. She's like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, listen, you're not the teacher. You're not going to boss me around. Number 1, I'm older than you. Number 2, you are not the teacher. So don't go giving me snacks and stuff. And I wanted to, like, kill myself. I kept being like, okay, somebody go grab a knife behind the wall. I'm like, and then Nasia, like, my friend, she's like, no, don't give it to her. I'm like, and then I walked over to the garbage can and I just stuck my head in it. And everyone's like, why are you trying to be white trash? I was like, because I deserve to live with the trash. Actually, I don't. The trash is better than me. I was just, I'm like, I was not having a good day. Not at all. And then softball practice was canceled. I was so mad. And then I got home and I just had an attitude when I got home. And I got yelled at because I had an attitude. And my hair was not working at all today. a horrible day. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. So that's my story. But I do have something cool. Today in science, we're doing like a hovercraft project. So we have to make a hovercraft out of like whatever we can. Which you can make a hovercraft out of a CD, like out of a disc like that. Water bottle cap, the one like you like pull on it and whatever and you drink it. And then you could like close it. Hot glue gun and a balloon. And you like screw the water, like you glue the water bottle cap on the CD, put the balloon over the edge that you over like the edge that you put on, and like you blow it up, lock it, and then when you're ready to like for it to hover, you pull it open, it starts to go and let go of the air, whatever. So our disc is blank, like it's literally this. Oh no, it's this disc. They're blank, right? So I'm like, I picked that disc so I could color on it. And like yesterday, my friend was supposed to get high, and like it was like a Memorial Day, and it was either that or we were gonna work on our project. And I was like, well, to use this day as a memory day, why don't we call today Cloud 9? I mean, call the project Cloud 9. And because that's like a name, like while you're on high, you take a trip to Cloud 9, you know? It's just like whatever. So, so we did. So I drew like little clouds all over the disc, and I wrote Cloud 9, and then I drew 3 pot leaves on it, and I drew rainbows on it. Of course, I can't draw for shit, so the pot leaves didn't look like pot leaves. And then I'm like, I showed my teacher, and she's like, Cloud 9. I was like, that's creative, I guess. I'm like, sure. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, look, isn't it pretty? She's like, yeah. And then I put it, like, either we could bring it home or she could hold on to it. And then I'm like, well, I didn't want to, like, break it or anything, so I asked her to hold on to it. I'm like, well, no one's going to steal it. She's like, I need to put my name on it. She's like, no, I don't think anybody else is going to think of Cloud 9. I'm like, but then I was thinking in my head, I'm like, but it's cool enough that someone will take it. So I put my initials on it. But yeah, that's my story of today. I guess this has turned out to be like a daily vlog kind of thing. Because I've been doing this like every day. You know? But I'm not going to call it daily vlog number 2. Daily vlog number 4. Daily vlog number 5. No. And I know I skipped 3, but I just don't feel like doing anything. So I felt like skipping 3. Okay, I've been blabbing and blabbing and blabbing and blabbing and blabbing, so I'm gonna go. Okay? Peace. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta think of an ending. Alright, bye.